I figured I'd do a quick live show, getting some input. What do you guys want me to do for videos? Does this look foggy? Or is it foggy down here? See if that's better. Yeah, it seems a little better. Guys, I want to go ahead and share this. Today I did 2 instructional videos inspecting your grow, which is important. You might not be able to inspect it every day based on your schedule, and you can't inspect every single leaf, but there's that video. And I did another one, basically feeding your soil. Check that video out. So that's 2 of them. I'm trying to cover all bases. The reason I'm doing these videos is when a lot of people come to me, I'm getting thousands and thousands of messages per week. And some of it's the same questions. So instead of me being, oh man, I'm working, I don't have the time to do this. All I do is take a small amount of time, give them the link, watch that video. So I like to cover all bases. So I'm looking for input for future videos. Also check out my playlists. I have a whole list because every time I do this, somebody's like, we need germination videos. We need them. We're not perfect at germination. We don't know if it's the vendor. We don't know if it's us. I have them. I have 2 of them. Playlist. So I am your director on YouTube on my own stuff. Hit that thumbs for a like. Be sure to share it. In fact, another comment is I double check any facts I give. So I know everything I'm saying is correct. I double or triple check. I'm not an expert, but I've been growing my entire life. I ran this company for 5 years. And, one thing in mind that you might be surprised I say is the day I stop learning is the day I start losing fun. I think it's fun to learn. I loved college. I really did. I sometimes wish I could stay in college for my whole life and just learn and learn and learn and learn. There's other videos on YouTube as well. Check out Kang Star. I've been promoting him as much as possible. His videos are dead on correct. I've never seen him with any incorrect information. He's a good guy. I've spoken with him a few times. He recommends me, I recommend him. And that's how the community's supposed to work. We're supposed to work with one another. If things are one-sided, it becomes an imbalance. It's nothing more than a seesaw. The seesaw of life. That was the Lion King, right? The seesaw of life. I know it was an old Pink Floyd song. I go up and you go down. Seesaw. Seesaw. I go up and you go down. The things I say and do just to keep an audience interested. I always notice something. It takes about 10 minutes to build up an audience here. I guess that's why I should try to set up a time and so you guys can actually hit for notifications. That would be a wise idea on my part. Little things I could do to improve my channel. Little things I could do to improve the videos I do. So this is actually the suggestion box. The more you guys ask questions on these, the longer I go live. The longer I go live, the better the channel gets. Also, I'm here for you guys right now. When this ends, I might not be available, but I do check in comments. And then, private messages is just, that's there for that's there for specific questions for germination. This channel is opened up. I'm waiting for your suggestions. Pen and paper. I got a lot to do today. I need to cut my grass, my backyard. I think it's supposed to rain today, but I don't know. They've been wrong a lot about the weather lately, like more wrong than normal. So I need to do that. I need to do some weed whacking. I'd like to get that done. I might make a nice lunch. I had breakfast. I didn't have lunch. My God, what would happen if I lost weight? So this is a forum. I just I feel like I'm at a desk. Instead of hiring somebody, I'm here. So I'm just waiting until people show up. I know one person was here and left. So what videos could I do? I'm going to sit here and brainstorm. This is just open air time. I could say anything. It's unedited. My God, that's risky behavior for me, if you really know me. So what can I do for instructional? I did germination. Lights I'm not really an expert on, so I don't want to do anything that I don't consider very well versed. That's more, grow lights, that's more about the output. You want to look at the numbers for the output, your wattage, stuff like that. I do discuss that in various other videos, so there's that aspect. I'm brainstorming. This is just brainstorming here. This is like a morning, it's an afternoon meeting. Morning. What? What did I say? I don't even know if I said, was that even a word? This is live. I can't even edit it. I'm like morning, afternoon. What? Might as well just put breakfast bar right in the middle. So I could talk about, the best thing is people told me you should never run out of ideas because look at how people need help and make a video and help them. And then just put that link right in their comment section. I drink enough coffee, I could get it done in 10 minutes and process it. I don't have to spend 2 weeks editing and re-editing and then putting background music of the theme of an Italian restaurant from the 1940s. Some of that stuff I enjoy, I like. I think we all do, at least subconsciously, it makes it a smoother and relaxing. But I figure that my voice is relaxing enough. One thing I noticed in general is, and hey, hello James J. Thank you for being here, and feel free to share and tell all your friends and your friends' pets as well that Jimmy Pickles is live and he's here to help you. Not necessarily a private messenger for general grow questions. That's what this is for. So, one thing I noticed, I'm doing number 1. Oh, and I don't have too much battery on here too. People are like, dude, why don't you charge your battery? I do. I went from 100% to 20% in the matter of, I don't know, 3-4 hours. I get that much messages. I'm on it. I'm processing videos and being on the telephone at once. Yeah, that battery gets a workout. Oftentimes I kind of wish, a note to cell phone companies, if you could have replacement batteries, I just take the old one, replace it, boom, charge that. That way I'm never running out. And I can't charge my phone when I'm on the go and walking around. Actually, I think you can. I think I can, in a sense. You have those portal devices. Anyway, one thing I noticed, and it's very, very, very important, compacted soil is bad for oxygen for the roots. So we could talk about compacted soil. You need irrigated soil. Put a little irrigated soil and perlite. Now this is something that I can do a little bit of research. Maybe I could suggest brands of soil. Maybe I could talk about, even good soil can turn bad. Like in my one video I did today, nurseries. My God, man, the anger is real. It's crazy. Negligence, carelessness of, hey, this is how drama starts. So Home Depot's going to come after me. They leave their soils outside, and they get rained on and rained on and rained on and rained on. And rained on 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 and rained on. Hope you guys know I'm wasting time to put up an audience. And it depletes the soil. It's not as, what's that word? Irrigated. It's not as irrigated, so it gets very compact. It's not as good for, you might still have a lot of nutrients. But when you have soil like this, your plants are not going to thrive. When you have it more irrigated, and there's openings for the oxygen, and it helps the root development. It's like, I don't know, like that. So that's something. I mean, it's kind of tough to do a video that I could possibly do in 2 minutes. I like to do at least 5-minute videos. So that's something I could think and meditate on. I have a lot of stuff to do today, but as I'm working, I could think about these subjects. So let's go to the comment section if there is anything going on. Hello, Tuna, and Tuna is our newest moderator. Check out Tuna. You know what, Tuna? I've never checked out your page. I'm sorry, I'm guilty. Let's check. I mean, I don't even know what videos you do. I think you do challenges and stuff. Katie always spoke highly of you. I like it. I like it. Thank you, James J. Here we go, number 2. Hydrogen peroxide. I could do. Oh, I screwed up. I'm sorry, Tuna. Oh, Tuna, are you going to get any videos up? We would like to get to know Tuna. Who here wants to get to know Tuna? I want to get to know Tuna. I hear good things about Tuna. I see all these YouTube channels on here and they don't have any videos. I know Tuna is a real person. I know this for a fact. There's some people with aliases that come on here. Well, I guess I didn't. I don't know. So, hydrogen peroxide, what do I feel about it? Yes, thumbs up. It does help. It does work. The key is moderation. It really is for hydrogen peroxide. You can really screw up your plants. Hydrogen peroxide, you can do a foliar spray with it. I actually suggest just do a ground spray. I'm not an expert on it, but I could verse myself. I could read 5-6 articles on it. I could watch a bunch of videos on it and then reprocess in my mind and based on my own experiences plus what I just learned and then throw it up on video. So that throw it up. That's always a great word. Up close and personal. So that's something I just wrote down. I love it. I appreciate it. And hopefully I can help you guys. Tuna is real. Tuna says, do you have any videos on pruning plants? Do pepper plants need to be pruned? This is a question that has been widespread in the pepper community. It's almost asked and upplayed and downplayed in the pepper community as much as in the hot sauce says refrigerator versus non-refrigerator. You know, here's something. Here's something fun. You want to have fun? Check this out. Check it out, y'all. I went to a sauce group and I read this post and I'm like, oh man, for the love of God, not this again. It's like refrigerator versus counter. I mean, it's simple. If it says refrigerator, put it in the refrigerator. If not, it's up to you. There's usually vinegar and preservatives in those things. Shelf life on those are usually 2 years and up. So you're usually good. Honestly, be on the safe side. If it doesn't say refrigerator, put in your refrigerator. Case closed. I never, ever, ever understood why there's posts like that. It blows my mind. It's crazy. It's just read your bottle. It's like common sense, but it's wide. It's wide world. It's the world is wide. I don't know. It's so funny. Okay, so I love this. This is the time you guys can really crack down on me. I'm inviting it for videos. Okay, so I'm going to go back in comments. I feel like I missed something, or at least something I needed to say or ask. I ask you, you guys ask me questions. Now I can ask you guys questions. Okay. Oh, pruning. That's where my long-windedness. Pruning. Oh, done. Pruning video already done. It's on my playlist. So I could cross that out. Pruning does help. But when you prune, you're going to get a bushier plant. You can get higher yields. It does help. If you're in Pennsylvania in a shorter grow season, pruning is not really good. If you're down south, pruning will help your yields. It's basically your plant is taking all this nutrients and it's shooting off onto all the shoots, the branches, the stems, the flowers, all that energy. It has X amount of energy. You take that plant, you cut it off, it's still pushing the same amount of energy, it's going to take the energy outward. I don't really prune, especially with isolation. The one thing I've been thinking about doing is almost comical, is maybe do a video or a picture, post it somewhere on social media when I'm done with my grow, when the nets are lifted. Do you know what it looks like underneath my net? It's a freaking rectangle. My plants are a rectangle because I have to trim, not for production, so they don't rip the nets. Capsicum pubescens are the absolute worst for this. They branch out like vines. I'm growing like three or four varieties of those because I got my hands on some very, very rare stuff. One thing I noticed is Americans. Yes, you Americans. God bless America. 4th of July coming up. For some reason, does not buy a lot of capsicum pubescens. Europeans do. But that's why I don't do that many of them. They're great varieties. I recommend them. It's more of a experienced grower or expert to even germinate those. I have gotten a lot of messages. Pickles, we're mad at you. Capsicum pubescens are not germinating. They take longer. You know, well, why don't you put that on the seed pack? That's a good suggestion. That's something I like to hear. The answer is, if I put all that information on, I'm going to charge you more money because that's a lot of more ink, sticker, and time. But that's why I do these videos. My website, jppepperseeds.com, does direct to YouTube. So this is, honestly, I'm happy. I'm very happy today. Weather's nice. It's Sunday. It's usually high volume of people who are home. And so I try to be a little bit more accessible for YouTube. Not necessarily. I got private messenger on mute for eternity. That one day when 302 people messaged me and thousands of messages in the matter of 5 hours. Yep, I'm not ruining my company over that. But constructive criticism and influence. So this is where I shut up a little bit and I try to listen to you guys. Chris the Cannon. Yeah, he does that. I accept it. That's what he likes. And you know what? People are strange. No, I almost started quoting the Doors. But everybody's strange, and if it makes them feel comfortable, if it makes somebody feel comfortable talking about themselves in the third person or something like that, you know what? It's cool. World is strange, and sometimes being strange makes somebody feel comfortable. 2 thumbs up. Yes, I ate today. I had some steak and mushrooms. Okay. I am going to value you guys a little bit more today. I'm going back into this is where I love you guys. I really do. Because you guys, I help you guys, I need your help. How does Pickles need your help? Sharing my videos, share this. Thumbs up. 6 people watching and only 4 thumbs up. Only 4 thumbs up. This is fun. Now we're having fun. Thumbs up, folks. Share it out. Let's get my analytics up. Let's get it up by the thumbs up. Love ya. 5. Feel like an auctioneer. Also, suggestions. And I will honestly tell you, and I feel I'm a type of person who's very honest. Like, there's times that, like, I get overwhelmed. I do. It's like, you guys have no idea. It's like a business, you walk into a high-end business, and it's like 20 secretaries, and ring, phone. That's me. That's me. But this is where, and I will say, this channel has helped me. It's helped me think about things. It's helped you. It also has taken my private messenger messages down. I had 5 people ask me general growth questions, which honestly, it's not my responsibility. I don't teach a class. However, this is where I love it. I drop my link with the person. They come here. This is your opportunity to ask questions. And if I can't answer them, I'm not going to answer improper. Thumbs up. I see new people here. I don't know how long I'm going to go live. And live comments gets disappeared. So I got 16% on my phone. This is actually a great video. I love it. I love it. And nice to see you, Amanda. You have a great spirit. Okay. Tina would like to think the vinegar would preserve quite well. Okay. Yeah. 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 Okay, James J says, I watched a video from Wasting Time where a hot sauce was unwrapped, it became a volcano, and ended up all down the sides of the bottle. Man, the thing is, I actually stopped, I paused it, if you noticed. I'm actually curious on whose sauce that is. Are you on Facebook, James J? I don't think you are. But if you are, private message me about that video and whose it is. I don't want to expose anybody. Something like that is very important. I don't think I would make a video about that. But no, it's open discussion here too. It happened to me twice. People send me products and I got sick. I got food poisoning. Technically, I could have turned around and sued that hobbyist for food poisoning. I lost 3 days worth of work. 3 days. Do you know what 3 days worth of work during the harvest is? thousands of dollars. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. I mean, pH level for hot sauce is a 3.2. What's happening is they're not testing their pH. Also, I've noticed another mistake. They're using plastic meters when the sauce is hot. You gotta have it fine tuned. You gotta have it honed. It needs calibrated. When you're doing plastic, you're actually taking toxins from the plastic and putting it into your product. When it's steaming, that's not what it's meant for. That's for trying pH level on cold. What you should do is, if you're going to really do this, you should test your pH levels. 3.2. On the other whole spectrum of the table, when you're growing, you should have 6.5. That's what I have to do. You guys don't have to. I have to. But you guys don't have to. So let's get more into me shutting up and listening. That's what we do. Us humans sometimes have to be quiet to listen and learn. And I am the same way. I need to be quiet here, although I haven't stopped talking. Okay. Tuna says, could you make a giant net for all the plants instead of single nets? Tuna thinks you wouldn't be a... Okay, that's actually defeating the entire purpose. Each net is one variety. I'm isolating them from the other varieties. So if I made one big net and put all the plants under, that would not be isolation. By the way, I have noticed other sellers selling isolated seeds that were actually isolated, but not isolated properly. Ooh, that might be an idea of a video, another isolation video. I don't know, I'm gonna mark it down, but I've already done a video. It's just, this might sit, oh, I got 10% left. Yeah. That is defeating the entire purpose. You must have separate varieties. Otherwise, you're not isolating. You're just putting a net over it. So that's why I don't do that. Okay. I need to move a little faster. It's what my old boss told me. Let's see more thumbs up. Thank you, Krista. Hey, thank you for your support. Much love. You're a great supporter. And thank you for all the kind words in Messenger. Amanda, I give you 2 thumbs up. You've been a great supporter. Much love. Okay. Yeah, okay. Tuna says, yeah, that makes sense. Tuna only thought about the aspect of bees getting into it. Yeah, wind, it blocks the wind. I have been getting, I don't want to insult anyone, and I'm not going to. It's just, I get trolls on private messenger about isolation, and they're implying it doesn't work. I have gotten ones that says it doesn't work. There's articles and proof of it. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of questions on that. It's crazy. I have isolation videos. Just watch them. And you can't. Thumbs up. More people coming in. Thumbs up. Please hit that thumbs up. Please. It's the only thing I look forward to all day. I couldn't even shave today because I wanted thumbs up. That's all I wanted. I have such low self-esteem. I base my self-esteem on thumbs up. My God, I got 8. I got 8. Could I get 9? Could I get to 10 thumbs up? Could I get to 10 thumbs up? Because you know what? My self-esteem that's low will bring it up. You know what? Somebody just you guys are trying to hit it again, and you're actually taking the thumbs away. There we go. 8. All right. I have fun saying that. I have fun with you guys. Oh. That's another thing. Thank you, Tuna. Thank you. This is why I love Tuna. Tuna can talk about himself in a third person all day. He has constructive criticism stuff. Is the netting good enough to stop the pollen from leaving and entering the nets? Yes. Yes. And I'm going to tell you how it works. In fact, let's write this down. Maybe I could touch upon this more. Okay, so if you want to break it down, like really break it down. Basically, the isolation nets, I believe it's 90 to 100% of pollen cross-pollinated, as long as the plants are not dry rubbing on each other like an MTV grind club, is the bees. Once you stop the bees and you don't have ants around and stuff like that, you should be good. Pepper plants are self-pollinators, so we're gonna push this. We're gonna push it further in the discussion and say, what if? What if the pollen? I'm gonna tell you two aspects, and I have to be quick about this because I don't have much battery. What if the pollen, the wind blows, the pollen starts moving, and it will float up about 2 foot, and then I got the isolation nets. There's holes. So that means, and the holes are relatively either the same size or slightly larger, and they do stretch out. So there's a possibility that pollen could go through the nets, go 2-3 foot to the next row, go through the hole, go through another foot, and land on the flower. The probability is boop, low. However, this is where, no, I don't use cow manure. That needs to be aged, though. And that needs to be aged. Anyway, and all manures need to really be aged. You could use it in moderation, but that's another subject. Pollen. What do we know about pollen? Pollen is sticky. So when it does leave the flower, it's going to hit like the square area. I feel like I'm getting perverted, so I keep it real here, folks. Cover your children's eyes. So the pollen, it's a square area. The pollen comes here. It's sticky. It's going to stick. It's going to stick on the walls. So the majority of the pollen's getting stuck anyway. Pollen has, by the way, 3 days. That pollen, Mr. and Mrs. Pollen, you're on a time limit. You have 3 days until you die. 3 days. So they better do their job before they get to the next flower. Is it a possibility? Yes. Probability is very, very low. I take all full precautions. I would not drop probably $10,000 or $8,000 or $6,000. I'd have to look at my notes because I have to replace some of the nets every single year. Parts of trees coming down from my neighbors because they won't trim their trees. Cost me a lot of money. Can't do it, freaking. I actually trimmed some of my neighbor's tree, by the way, 2 days ago. I went over and trimmed it. I didn't care. They probably love me for it because they won't do it. So peppers are self-pollinators. Hopefully I covered that, but I did make a note for me to go back and look at my videos. Let's see. There is stuff in here that I am loving, so I need to check. Okay. There's a lot of good stuff I see. Lawn Dog, hey, thank you again for watching all my videos. Jimmy, I ran into a person who is a great gardener as a hobby. So many green, lustrous plants that she is growing. And I brought up you and your channel. I want to encourage her to grow peppers. Thank you. That's awesome. You get some brownie points. Maybe even for me. But her area is a little cooler, and it would be here. And I think she could grow it. That's cool. Yeah, certain. By the way, I thought for a second for another idea for a video. I don't think I'm going to make it though. Certain plants thrive in colder environments. Capsicum pubescents thrive in colder areas. They do. They just do. Usually mountain regions. A lot of capsicum pubescents that were grown in the wild were actually from mountain regions. Your rocotos, your manzinos, the black seeds. Okay, moving on. I have to continue going back. Jimmy, if you give your competitors the idea of using nets for proper isolation, you could be giving away some important information. Well, Lawn Dog, you're right. But I thought about this long and hard. I'm also educating the general public that you really should be isolating. It's not 100%, but it's given me on the business aspect, this has given me a competitor's edge. Do you know how many people have cross-pollination? You know, there's people who grow non-isolated. It's not called open-pollinated. That is a mistake on Google. It's called non-isolated. There are non-isolated sellers that actually do fantastic. It doesn't even seem like they need. So it's almost like I'm giving the competitors a bone here because of low population on bees, low population on ants. Their plants are further away, but there is a higher probability than me taking thousands of dollars and making it rain on the nets with all of my money, effort, and time. So it's better. Most competitors will not spend the time or effort. But here's another aspect, non-business aspect. The more people who isolate, the better the genetics are going to be. Meaning they're not crossing and crossing and crossing and crossing. I have studied this. And keep that thumbs up rolling. Make sure you share it. Thumbs up, keep it rolling. It's my own dance. So I have actually watched, no joke, and I'm not calling anybody out. I've watched people make a cross that looks wonderful. They do not isolate it. And all of a sudden, it crosses. And they're like, this is the next generation. Not releasing it yet. We're stabilizing. Next generation. We're not releasing it. We're stabilizing. And it's getting crossed and crossed. You could tell. You could tell it's getting crossed. And all of a sudden, it's like your cross, which is pepper A crossed X crossed with pepper B, is now no longer this. It's a sentence. Now, you can do crosses, and then once it's stabilized, or you don't even have to stay, you don't have to. You can do a cross, and then do another cross with another cross, and this looks like oh, what was that movie with Russell Crowe? He did all those formulas. Basically, it's a mathematician formula. You've just created a mathematical. So, you're never going to get that stabilized because no pepper really, no super hot has ever been 100% stable. Not one. Right across the board. You're always going to have variations, which can be fun. All right. I'm on time limits. I'm on 11%. The second I hit 8%, I'm out. So, okay, yeah, food poisoning. Yeah, okay. I want to see more about your seeds. Teach me about all the seeds you have. Okay. Here we go. I actually have done videos already on that. And I'm going to get to a lot of people. Amanda, you're not the only one. And I'm going to tell you why I haven't so far. I have. But I haven't this season. Okay. Seeds. I'm writing this down. Thank you, Amanda. This is going to be a video. I think this might be a live video. I don't think this is worthy of a pre-record. I think this is worthy of a live. So I'm going to write live. And this is something I could even do tonight or tomorrow. Live seeds available. I will do this, Amanda. This will happen. And this will happen today or tomorrow or Tuesday. I'll just go into my seed room and I'll pull out the seed packs. These are available. This is what they taste like. Stuff like that. Okay. This is what I've been getting a lot of inbox stuff that are positive, constructive criticism. There is negative, believe it or not. Sometimes negative, constructive criticism is actually trolling. There is a difference. Not everybody gets it. I get it because I know the individuals. It happens. But, okay. I've done this. I've been doing this behind everybody's back. I have been doing videos and not showing you because I'm very selfish. Now, I've done pre-recorded videos I haven't released yet on the peppers that I'm producing now. It's actually, it's being more responsible me not releasing those videos until the seeds are released. What will happen on a business aspect if I end up doing those videos and everybody's like, dude, you did a review on a pepper that's not available. We want those. We're going to go buy from somebody else because they're available, but no worries. No worries. We'll come back and buy other stuff from you. This is legitimately has happened. So I will release those videos. It's early. It's Pennsylvania. So I will get those videos released. I think I have 3 or 4 of them already recorded. I will be releasing some of those videos in the next 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a little bit longer. So that will happen. I want to do reviews on every single pepper, but it's really hard when you got 300 varieties this season. So I will try my best on that. So you always got the description on the website, jppepperseeds.com. I dropped that link like it's hot, folks. And then I would like to do every single review for everything I do. Also, let's see, if I can't, I can still get it done. I just send it to reviewers. I hire and fire reviewers all the time for doing stuff. They got to make sure they actually do the reviews. They get backed up, and that's isolated seeds. And some reviewers actually sell the seed secretively. They get fired. So it's crazy. So I will be sending some trustworthy reviewers, Charlie Scoville, Katie Prettyman of Beyond Saddle Eats. She signed up with me. And there's like Hot Sauce Junkie Tim. He's solid dude. And it's really about it. I think there might be another one. If N&J's Pepper Show pops up again, they will get it. Who else? And I know somebody, if they're watching, they're probably getting mad. You didn't mention my name. Pepper Baby Burns, if she wants to do a couple, I usually give her 3 or 4 peppers a year. And just have fun, do whatever you want on video. And that's really about it. It's very expensive for me to send peppers to reviewers because the value of the seeds is just ridiculously high, and the effort and the regulations and the time and everything, and the isolation. The isolation's the biggest key factor. So I do that selective. So that'll be, hopefully, I think I completely over-talked on that subject. Yes, Tuna, I'm holding back. Okay, I'm going to talk about a subject here. Do you hand pollinate? No. They're self-pollinators. I do hand pollinate for doing crosses. Yes. I have no idea. Thank you, Amanda. Rock on. Okay. Yeah, that's a weird subject for me. Zones. Okay. It's a weird subject. It really, really, really is. Zones, I'm not going to sit there and memorize. I think I'm 6A or 7B for my zone, the hardiness zone. Gonna be honest, and this is why I don't like the zones. When the zone charts, and the zone charts are made for a reason, and they were good, it was a good reason. Times have changed, the climates have changed. Those hardiness zone charts have never really been updated since the 50s or 60s, and it's obsolete. Same thing. Same thing with the pH levels and stuff. I'm going to be honest. I've had discussions with our own government. Yes, Pickles has had discussions with our own government about pH levels. I honestly feel the 6.5 is a little high. I have found pH levels 6.2, 6.1, 6.0, nothing lower. More acidic soil seems to do better for super huts. And keep giving me a thumbs up and please share this. Those pH levels, they were made for bell peppers and not super huts. Super huts is relatively new to the world since really 2010, 2011 when the United States got the ghost pepper. Misconception ghost pepper, it's been around forever. It's the first super hut that I know about. Christopher Columbus freaking had it. All right, and let me check on my time schedule. My time schedule is coming to a close. I wrote some notes down. Yes, Katie. Okay. You can see most of Jimmy's varieties, JP Pepper Seeds.com. Thank you very much. There was something else here. Rareseeds.com. Okay, I'm going to write that down. I've been there. And I may actually delete your comment. If that goes to another vendor, I'm not here to promote another vendor. Although that might be good. Actually, it's alive. This is all going to be deleted anyway from YouTube. But I'm going to, you know what, I think that, I'm not even mentioning, that's a competitor's. Yeah, I can't have that up there. I do apologize, but I'm not here or have anybody promote other competitors on my page. I know you're trying to help because they had that. And okay, boom, you deleted it already, I think. Yeah, you can't have competitors stuff on there. Okay, I'm going through this. Okay. Hi, Tim. I'm goofy. Hi, Tim. Tim Hellman, a middle of trying to do a cross now. I can get some of your best recommendations how to do it. Right now? Yeah. Okay, yeah, I can't have rare seeds on there. Oh. Meanwhile, I'm saying it. Cool. That's fine, Tuna. Yeah, there was some, even my own friends were coming on this page and promoting other sellers. Although the recommendations were good, but every seller has their own groups and manipulates that group. So it's a community, but it's a community based around my company. Not a problem, Tuna. I'm not mad at all. 0%. You're all good. Okay. I'm missing some comments because I haven't read them. Hello, Jimmy. My seeds came in. Thank you, Arsenic Element. I did notice your order. Can't even remember your name. That's a horrible thing for me to say because I'm used to seeing arsenic. I did see one for New Jersey, and you did mention you did that. Oh, okay. Tim, try Kang Starr's instructional video on making crosses. That will help you. He does a much better explanation. I could do a video on that. I could. I'm also not trying to. Also, certain instructional videos, I try not to teach too much. As a good business friend of mine told me, you want to be MacGyver on your YouTube page. Not being thrifty and cool. I'm cool naturally. But I don't want to give out all the information to the general public because it's going to teach my competitors to start hibernizing with me and start getting the attention off of me. Which, I mean, I'm not worried about that. You can go to Kang Starr's video for that. I recommend Kang Starr. So there's that. Let's see what else. I may have made a video already on making crosses. Check out on my playlist on how to grow. That might be on there. All right. Time limit. I'm on time limits for everything, even on a Sunday. I have about 2 minutes left. I have some other stuff I got to take care of. Okay. Self-pollinating's already, pepper plants are already self-pollinators. So they do it for me. Yeah, yeah. I think you're going back to the hardiness zone chart. There's, yeah, there is information on my website, but it's limited on what thrives in what environment. Everything can be produced in any environment. So as of right now, tuna, that has been on my mind, but that's something possibly for future years to me to actually make my own chart. Yeah, I'm not writing that down, but yeah, I've been thinking about writing my own charts. I have limited time though. We're talking. I will. Do not be surprised when I start coming up with my own charts. I just don't have that much time. Okay, Pickles might be an alien. He's growing UFO. Coincidence? No, I'm not an alien. But I'm an alien in regards to the other aliens. So there's that. And yes, I am growing purple UFO. I lost a lot of plants of those because I put them out too early. Usually put my plants out at Mother's Day, and out of nowhere I got a frost. First frost in 15 years. Destroyed about 47 plants, but I got thousands. But now I'm down to like a couple purple UFO. So those will sell out quick this year. Next year I'm going to downsize a little bit, and I'm going to grow as many purple UFOs as possible. Not a problem, Tim. Yeah, I mean, I could actually teach you how to do that right here and right now. I'm on time limits. But check out my How to Grow and Kangstar. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to give better information than Kangstar. Kangstar is he is the pro. He's the Mr. YouTuber. He's better than me. And I admit that freely. He's a better speaker than me, too. Okay. Yep, and I think we hit almost an hour here. I do the best I can, and I'm going to be honest, I'm really the only seed vendor that I really see out of 100,000 of them selling that gives as much customer service as me. Yet I get shunned for it at times. Be patient with me. I'm a one-man army with a massive load of work. We're talking 12, 16 hours a day. So if I get a little edgy, I apologize. I understand the circumstances, and I deal with a ton of trolls. So, jppepperseeds.com. This video, I thank you guys for. I thank you guys. Keep hitting that thumbs up. Keep sharing it. I wrote some videos. Some of these videos will be short, but I'll try to do this video maybe once a week. It's an inbox. You know, it's a suggestion box at a company. A lot of suggestions, they've already been done. Check out my How to Grow on my playlist. Keep watching that. Keep sharing it. It's not just about a business. It's about an adventure. It's about connecting with one another. COVID-19 really separated people. Let's bring them back together, and let's introduce them to me, because I will talk your ear off. jppepperseeds.com.